Hello again and welcome to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk and digitalmotorsports.com. So this is round 5 then. It's come round so quick of our Mazda MX-5 Roadster Cup. We're at Brands Hatch down there in Kent for this round, and we're on the small Indy circuit. It's about 2.4 miles long, 9 turns. So going to be getting in quite a few laps here on this 30-minute race. We've got 2 of them for you tonight. So let's get to the grid then. So based on quali, as you know by now, so in pole it's Wadru. We've got DJ in second, Thomas third, Jerry Smiles in fourth, Paul fifth, Unforgiven in sixth, Ice Chand in seventh, Prime Machine in eighth, Molson ninth, Chuck in 10th, and Rodders in 11th. All running the super softs here in this first race. There's no stops all the way through, and that's about it. So let's get to the action. So should be off any second. Revs will be up now, and away we go. Looks like everyone's off to a good start. So Wadru then takes them down through turn 1, down Paddock Hill Bend. And Dawn, who's at Unforgiven, has gone wide and he's lost it already right on the first lap, right on the first bend. Unforgiven, I mean, he's there somewhere. Here he is, he's reversing out, so don't know what happened. I think he just went wide, got himself in that sand pit, and that was the end of that. So that's unfortunate. So let's get back to that front then. So Wadru still out there with Thomas closely following him in second. Then the next pack of cars headed up by DJ in third, Paul in fourth. They've got Jerry in fifth, Prime Machine sixth, Ice Chand in seventh. In fact, Molson's got there, I think. No, Chand's got him back, so they did pass each other. Chand did get past Molson, but Molson now in 8th, Rodders in 9th. So Chand then having a look at Prime Machine, who's picked up a small penalty, but he's not quite there. It allows you to go a little bit wide there. Got some runoff at the bottom there of the hill. Oh, someone's gone off there. Who was that? That was Prime Machine. And he just lost it coming out. I don't know if there was a little nudge by somebody, or I don't think so. I think it was his own doing. So unfortunate. So he drops back down to 10th, just in front of Unforgiven then. So back up top, we've got DJ, who's pulling away from Paul in 4th and trying to latch onto the back of Thomas and Wadru. And he's not that far off Thomas, you know. He's DJ. He's keeping with him already. So head through. We're on lap 3 already, unbelievably. So how quick these laps are. In the 40-second mark each lap, so very, very quick. Wadru, though, as you can see, pulling out a gap already, but DJ really is right on the back of Thomas now. He's going to be looking to try and get second place if he can, plenty of time. Meanwhile, Paul and Jerry's having a little battle behind them. So Paul still holding it in 4th, Jerry up the inside though, and he does get Paul, so Jerry, good move up the inside of Paul there. Chand off the back of these with Molson behind him in 7th, Rodders in 8th. So Jerry then, perhaps he fancies trying to catch up with them in front, and in fact DJ just going to go in front there because he was momentarily in front of Thomas, but I think Thomas just nicked that one back. So Jerry and Paul trying to get onto the back of these two, and it's neck and neck in front of them between DJ and Thomas, and DJ's got the inside line and he has got second, so he's going to take Thomas at the top of Paddock Hill Bend. Howeswood Hill up the top to Druids. This is his next turn, and Thomas again fighting back, and he does get him. So Thomas, it's a great little battle already here between these two. Thomas gets that second place back, and a little battle between Paul and Jerry as well. He's going off between them two in 4th and 5th. Jerry just holding Paul off at the moment. Jerry's got that inside line again. Oh, it's side by side. Paul gets in though as they come round these right-handers and through clear ways. Neck and neck, these two little groups here, and it looks like DJ might have got Thomas again at the top of Paddock Hill, which he does. Jerry remains still in fourth. No, Paul's got him round the outside, so Paul goes round the outside on Paddock Hill bend and gets Jerry. So already we're getting battles, and we're only, what, 6 laps into it and only 4 minutes into the race. So if this is anything to go by, we're in for an absolute cracker. Chand also is catching up with the back of Jerry, and Jerry runs wide, is out there in the grass and dirt, and fortunately it does allow you to, you can just keep your foot down there actually. Normally get away with that, and he has. So Paul trying to get away from Jerry in fourth. Modrew's cleared off in front, but Jerry is now under pressure from Chand, who in turn is under pressure from Molson, and did Jerry go wide there? I think he may have. Looked like it. Chand's right on him. He is. So we've got 3 cars here. In fact, if we include Paul, we've got 4 cars here in a little battle. It's a little bit spread out at the minute, but I'm sure it won't take long for these. Oh, and they both go wide, Jerry and Paul, both out there on the grass. So that's going to allow Jerry to get back on, right on the back of Paul. And there he is. Tricky little bend, this one. The car wants to go out onto the sand out. It wants to understeer out to the left, and you really got to try and keep it under control as you come around there. You got braking his key there, braking point. So Jerry then still hounding Paul. DJ has got away from Thomas in second. Chand still chasing down with Molson in 7th. Small gap back to Chuck in 8th. Then we got Rodders in 9th. Prime Machine 10th. And then courtesy of his off at turn 1, lap 1, Unforgiven in 11th. He's got a long way to go in this race. So you never know what's going to happen in front of him, but fortunately that was very early on in the race. Let's go back to that Molson and Chand. That looked like that was getting a bit tasty, but in fact Paul and Jerry is getting even more tasty, and Jerry's got Paul again, so Jerry up to 4th. I think this battle's going to go the distance, because really the last 3-4 laps these two have been almost stuck together. It's tight, well, it's not a tight track necessarily, but it's a, as I say, a small track, and they've got the GP layout, which is goes right out into the wilds out the back of the circuit, but we're sticking on this front part, which is the Indy circuit. Paul can't get past Jerry. He's really holding him off, although Paul's got the inside line out. Jerry runs a bit wide now. Can Paul get him? Is he going to be on the wrong side? He won't go around the outside there. He won't. No chance, but he gets him here, does he? Well, it looks like he got a slightly better drive out of there, Paul. Now he's going to be inside here, but then he's going to be on the outside coming up. So Paul does get him. I think Jerry just gave him a little bit of room now. Didn't want to go too side by side through there, really. So Paul grabs 4th again. Chand sticking with this battle with Molson, who's also not giving up there. And Chuck has actually got through now, 8th. So Chuck to 8th. And Rodder's just pulling off the back of Chuck now. There's Rodders. Then a big gap back to Prime Machine, and then another big gap back to Unforgiven in 11th. Let's have a look at the leader, see how he's getting on. Well, he's getting on just about fine, isn't he? Look at that. Roger, Mr. Reliable, is nice and comfortable out there in the lead. 10 minutes into this race now. DJ second, who's, after he got away from Thomas, is now comfortable on his own. So them two are setting the pace up front. Thomas then in third. He's actually being caught, I think, by Paul and Jerry, isn't he? He does look like it. So Thomas seems to have not be quite on the pace here tonight. So has he got an issue, mechanical issue with the car? Or is it something else? Because at the moment, Orny runs a bit wide there, but it's not too bad actually. I thought it was worse than what it was actually, but he is definitely, well, he's been caught. Here he is, look, they're right on him, bang on him. So Thomas, they're all on softs, super soft, so it's not a tyre issue that Thomas has got. So is it a mechanical issue or is it something else? But Paul is now right on Thomas. And I don't think it's going to be long before Paul gets past him, and I think Jerry will probably follow Paul through too. But this is unlike Thomas. It certainly looks like he's going backwards. Alright, he's still in third, but I don't think it's going to be for too much longer. Looking at this. But anyway, yet again, another little three-car battle, and the Ultimate Racing League living up to its name again. Possibly the best sim racing league there is in the world. I'm going to throw it out there, I think. It's absolutely superb racing. Superb leagues. If you want action, you want battles, you want fun, it's all here. And Paul gets up the inside of Thomas here at top of Paddock Hill when he does run a bit wide, Thomas, but Paul's got him. So he did give him a bit of space, did Thomas. And I think Jerry might also follow Paul through, and Jerry does. So Thomas drops down to fifth now. And clearly something's up with Thomas, because it wouldn't be normally as easy as that to get past. And although it looks like he's fighting back or trying to fight back, but again, just looks like he just ran a bit wide there going into there and loses a bit of momentum. He's going to try and stick on the back of Jerry if he can. And we've got Molson, who's got past Chand, so Molson's got himself up in the sixth. Chand in seventh now. And Chuck, he's not too far off the back of Chand either, in eighth. Chand's trying all he can to try and keep with Molson. So they head along, start or finish straight, to complete or to start lap 17. As I said, we'll probably be getting at least 38, maybe even 39 laps around here in this 30 minutes. But they're going to tick off quick, time's going to go very fast. We're almost halfway through the race already, so that gives you a bit of an indication of just how quick this is going to go. It's, again, great little Indy circuit. Quite challenging, this one actually. Lots of cambered corners. A couple of straight sections, fast sections. All in all, a little bit of a handful, but once you master it, it's not that bad actually. And Chuck now really hounding the back of Chand. So Chuck's going to have a look, I would imagine. When he can, this could be the opportunity up the end of here, or certainly along the straight if you can stick with Chand. Around this next few bends. You might get him along the straight here if you can get a good drive now, out of clearways, and yeah, he's got a good drive there. He's on the back of Chand. He's going to surely get him at the end of the start and finish here at Paddock Hill Bend. And he's going to pull out. No, didn't fancy it that time, but he's going to stick with him. Now about here, up here at Druids. No, still not far enough up the side of Chand to attempt the move. So he's going to stick behind him for the time being, plenty of time as we know, so there's no rush. Now who's picked up a penalty? Is that Molson? I think it is, you know. No, it's Thomas who's actually picked up one. So Thomas is going to lose 6th place here, or 5th place even. He's going to drop back to 6th, I should say, and there he goes. Molson goes past him. So Molson then takes up 5th spot. Thomas drops down to 6th. So Thomas really having a struggling here in race 1 tonight. Don't know what the issue is. But he's got one because Chan's now on him too. Thomas is going backwards. He's going backwards fast. Going into this round, he was 2nd in the championship. So this is not going to help his cause. He needed to try and get as many points as he could, high points as he could, to keep up there, but looking at him at the moment, he's going to be dropping more, I think. So Chuck then, off the back of these in 8th, and a bit of a gap back to Rodders in 9th, Prime in 10th, and Unforgiven, who again I think is struggling a little bit tonight, in 11th, because not too far behind him actually is Wadru already, the leader. Here he is. Wadru's actually going to be lapping Unforgiven very soon, I think. That's how quick it is, and that's how small the circuit is. If you're not having your best of nights, it don't take long before you start getting lapped by the leaders. And here he comes, Wadru. Unforgiven will obviously try and keep him behind him as long as he can to try and keep on that lead lap, but I think it's just a matter of time before Wadru gets him. But as I said, looking comfortable with Wadru. So yeah, going back to the championship points, it's you've got Paul leading the championship at the moment on 143 points, with Thomas in 2nd on 128. Then we've got DJ on 111, Molson in 4th and 79, Prime Machine in 5th in 75, and Wadru in 6th in 68. So there's your top 6. So Thomas then, and DJ, being DJ's in 2nd, it's going to be taking Thomas over on the points here, I think. Come the end of this race. Having said that, we have got race 2 coming up, so you know, you never know. Might all turn around again come that race. Let's just go back to this 3rd and 4th place, and still Paul and Jerry are stuck together. This is unbelievable that they've been like this throughout the entire race. Paul's still, or I say he's still in front of Jerry. He's got himself to 3rd, courtesy of the Tom getting past Thomas, but Jerry is not giving up. And Jerry is right on the back of Paul. And this is just seesaw in this little battle. These two have been at it, as I said, probably for a good, 20 laps now, so we're 24 laps through in, and majority of them they've been like this. Now Jerry having a look up the, no, I didn't get there, so he's going to go wide and try and cut back under the inside. Now he's going to be on the inside going up the hill. No, Paul covers that a little bit, so Jerry doing all he can to try, and always got it up the inside now, is he? There's a little gap there that's, no, not quite. I thought Paul's run a little bit wide there. A little gap opened up, but Jerry couldn't quite get in there. But now Paul's run wide, and that's it. He's going to have more drive than Paul is, Jerry. Still difficult to get past at the moment. Oh, and there's a little gap now. Jerry's driving up the inside. Surely he's got him now. Got Paul now, has he? He has. He's on the inside. Must have him. Not quite yet, but he's on the inside. Must get him up here at Paddock Hill. He does. There he goes. Breezes past with ease. Paul gave him enough room there. So great respect between these two. But Paul's back up the inside, and he's got him again. So Paul, this is unbelievable, this little battle. So Paul takes third again. 20 minutes into this race, and we're still seeing these little dingling going on. Oh, Jerry, I thought he was going to take the back of Paul there, but not quite. All Paul's seeing in his rear view mirror, and that's easy for me to say, is Jerry right up his backside. Probably saying to himself, go away Jerry, please. I can't take no more of this pressure. But Jerry won't, and he will carry on putting it on, because he wants that podium place. He wants to finish in that top three. He looked quick here tonight as Jerry. Good qualifying. So we start lap 28. And you look at these two, and it's like just watching the same replay all the time, just rewinding the same bit all the time, because these two are just the same constantly here. So Jerry still trying all he can. We've got Thomas, who's fifth actually, so he's just stayed back in fifth with Molson and Chuck now having a little battle. Chuck got up to seventh. Chan's dropped back down to eighth, so Chan's had a moment somewhere. And Chuck's got through on him. So can Chuck get Molson? Well, we've got 8 minutes to find out. Of course, they're trying to chase down Thomas as well. But it looks like Thomas has found something there. And it looks like he's fairly comfortable in fifth. Just off the back of these two, we've got Rodders. Sorry, Chan, isn't it? Just off the back of these two, then Rodders in ninth. Bit of a slide there from Molson, and he gets a penalty for it. Yeah, I thought he went a little bit wide, so he's going to lose a place here to Chuck. Once he gets rid of that, there he is. Chuck pulls out, goes past him. So Molson back to seventh, Chuck up to sixth then. So now can Chuck do something about Thomas? Can Chuck get himself up into fifth place? Molson drops back down into the clutches of Chand. But Thomas then. Yeah, Yeah, looks like he's maybe settled down a little bit or something, whatever it was with the car. Seems like he's cleared a little bit and he seems to be looking like his normal self. Pace looks to have come back into that car again. So all pretty steady there. Let's just have a quick look at the leader Wadru then, and he's carving his way through the back markers, so he got past Unforgiven, which we expected, and he's also got past Prime Machine now too, so Wadru carving his way through the opposition. It's about to start lap 32. So he's just going down Paddock Hill. DJ, meanwhile, he's just coming along the start finish. So there's your gap from first to second. Pretty much the entire length of the straight. And Paul in third, and look at it. Well, what can I say about these two? Paul just cannot get rid of Jerry, and Jerry just continuously piling on pressure on the back of Paul. And it doesn't help when if you're Paul, you're looking in your rearview mirror and all you can see is a banana sticking in your face. Because that's what he's got in the front of his car. But it can be a little bit off-putting. It's a great livery though, I've got to say, it's great livery. So, battle then. Jerry still wants that third place, and why not, eh? Who wouldn't? Oh, Paul runs wide now, opportunity for Jerry up here. Paul's out, he got him, he must have Paul. Paul ran a bit wide and almost into the sand actually, and he does get him. Look at that great pass. Good respect from them two. Paul lets him have that place back, or does he actually? He's fighting back, Paul, now he's on the inside. Unbelievable. Jerry runs wide up onto the grass, but no, he keeps it there. So Jerry third, Paul in fourth as we go into the last 4 minutes of this race one. Everything else is pretty stable, so you know what, guys, I think I'm going to probably stick with this just to see what happens, because seeing this has gone on for the entire race pretty much, I can't see it staying like this either. Something's going to happen between these two before the end of the race. So Jerry then, he's turned to try and get away from Paul. Paul though. Now Jerry's got a rear view mirror full of him. Except he doesn't have the distraction of having a banana stuck right up his back there. But anyway. Oh, Paul, does he? That was a little bit. Oh, Jerry runs wide, so Paul's going to take him. The little gap opened. He does, gets him. And Paul actually made a small mistake going into that bend, but Jerry made it going out of it. Ran a bit wide, gap open, Paul went through. And now Jerry's having another look, and through again goes Jerry. And my goodness me, this is unreal, isn't it? So Paul back up again, and oh look, this is, wow, unbelievable. I'm speechless. So going into the last couple of minutes now, and this is just seesawing. Thomas meanwhile has got his mojo back a little bit, and he's not that far off the back of these two, but I think he might have left it a bit too late to do anything to the end of the race. But so Paul then third, Jerry fourth. Surely it can't change again now, not with 2 minutes left. Could be the commentator's curse, we'll see, but oh, Jerry, no, I thought he was running wide there, but that was okay. Oh, Paul with a big slide, just catches that curb, back end goes out now. Jerry's going to have the drive on him because of that. Pushing him along, literally through the S's, they push each other, and Paul, does he hang on? No, there's a gap there, and Jerry's found it. Now it's almost reversal, little tag. Jerry's there though, Jerry's got up the inside of Paul. Neck and neck going along the start and finish. But Jerry's going to be on the inside, going into Paddock Hill Bend. He is. I'm not going anywhere with this, guys. I'm going to see this one all the way through. Paul's up the inside again, and so Paul's got it. Has he? He has. So Paul back up to third. Jerry out on the dirt, but he's going to stick with him. There he is. Look, didn't really lose anything, really. Now Jerry, Paul's going to be a bit tighter there, is he? He's kept that a bit tighter, so he's not allowed Jerry through. That might have been the opportunity. Now can Paul just get away now, going into the final lap? Looks like Paul's trying his best to just pull away from Jerry, and has Jerry got anything left in his tank to get back onto the back of him? Not sure. So let's just go back to the leader then and see, because well, he's going to get another lap in anyway, isn't he? So let's just go back to that other little battle just to see. Well, actually, it looks like it's just fizzled out a little bit of that battle now, Paul. It is the final lap, and these guys are going to come over. They're not going to get another lap in. So DJ finished second. It's going to be only Roger out there. So Paul makes it third place for Paul. Jerry fourth. What a battle that was. Absolutely superb. Thomas will come in fifth, closely followed by Molson in sixth, and Chuck in seventh, with Chand in eighth. Rodders are coming in ninth, and Prime Machine in 10th, Unforgiven in 11th, have already finished. I didn't get another lap in. Not the best night there for Unforgiven, unfortunately. And then Wadru, we'll just see him get to the end. It's finished now. Wadru wins race 1. Catch me again then soon for our next race 2 from Brands Hatch Indy Circuit, and that'll be very soon. Thank you.